Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. For this video, I want to design the Vanguard Gen 1, a 1960s pickup. For its character, I want this pickup to be a heavy-duty truck, something that can pull heavy loads effortlessly. For the engine, I'm using a 6.5-liter or 400 cubic inches Pushrod V8. I want to give this engine massive low-N, torque into low-RPM cruiser character. After some tuning, I got the peak torque at around 530 Nm at 1600 RPM, and 150 horsepower at 2300 RPM. I think that's more than enough, especially since I designed this vehicle to be efficient, not just powerful, but also fuel-efficient. As for the transmission, I'm using a 5-speed manual. I've set up the first gear with a very short ratio to act as a crawler gear, while the rest of the gears are tuned for cruising. To handle the load, I've fitted it with heavy-duty tires and a stiff suspension set up especially in the rear to make sure it doesn't sag when carrying a heavy payload. On the design side, I kept things simple. My main focus was to create a look that feels rugged and looks like it's built for hard work. Alright, let's take it out for a drive. Starting from a standstill with an empty bed, I only need to barely touch the gas to get this thing moving. The throttle response is actually really sharp, though the ride does feel very stiff without any payload. As for braking, you have to be super careful since there's no weight in the back. It's very prone to locking up. But then again, this truck was built to carry heavy loads, so let's head straight into our first scenario. Alright, time for our first load test. We've got 800 kilograms of steel beams in the bend. We're towing a dolly loaded with 2590 kilograms of timber, bringing the total to about 3,390 kilograms. Pulling away from a dead stop still feels completely effortless. Plus, with all this weight, the suspension finally feels dialed and it's starting to soak up the road and doesn't feel stiff anymore. Even on a fairly steep incline, it just powers through with ease. No struggles, no issues at all. It's handling everything like it's nothing. Next up, we're stepping it up to a much heavier load. I'm towing a flatbed loaded with timber. The flatbed itself is 3.6 tons, and the logs add another 14 tons, bringing the total towing weight to about 17.6 tons. But somehow, it actually handles it quite comfortably. No drama at all, it can even accelerate up to a cruising speed of 40 to 50 km/h without a hitch. Now, we're sticking with the same setup, but I wanted to push it even further. I've added another 10 tons of steel beams onto the flatbed, bringing the total weight to a staggering 27.6 tons. And the result? It's still holding up pretty well. This thing is an absolute beast. The 400 cubic inches V8 definitely didn't disappoint. It's proving to be a total workhorse in this tech. test, we're looking at fuel consumption. To keep it simple, I've put exactly 5 liters in the tank and we're carrying the standard 1-10 load. They'll be driving through mixed terrain with a variety of driving styles to see just how far this truck can go. And it finally ran dry at the 22- kilometer mark. That brings the fuel consumption to 22.6 liters 100 kilometers, or about 10 per mil per gallons. Honestly, for a big minus block engine of this size, that's actually quite efficient. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any feedback or suggestions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts so I can keep improving in the future. See you in the next one.